Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to our last presentation of this week. I have to say, the IAAPA is a great place to meet each other, to learn from each other, but also to celebrate new projects. And the project we are going to celebrate today is a very beautiful new Darkride. And you see there already this Papa Smurf impatiently ticking on the plate, coming soon. We want to move to holiday park in Germany with the whole family in a miniature world. And this project we are very proud to do for the Plopsa group. We're working together with their team, with LF Studios, who made beautiful animatronics. And my colleague, Jora Vision, will give you a presentation of the design development we are doing and the fabrication of the ride. After Jay Rottinghouse will show you about the products we are going to deliver. But first, I want to give you, Paul Lennart, the floor, the CEO of Plopsa. So, here you are.
Well, yesterday morning I passed by and I saw for the first time the Smurf, and the week before we saw it on drawings and on the screens, and it was already amazing. But yesterday I stopped and I said, yeah, wow, because the Smurfs for Belgium, also for me, it's a heritage. I know when I was a little boy, I had old Smurfs. I think there are more or less 110 Smurfs. They make part of our history in Belgium, and so we have them already in some parks, but it's an honor and a pleasure to bring it to a completely new Darkride in one of our most important parks in Germany. So looking forward, we were just talking about how many Smurfs and Josh will be more than 40 in the ride. So if they are all as beautiful and vivid as this one, we are looking forward to a lot. So thank you so much.
A very good afternoon, everybody. I'm very grateful to be standing here and tell you something about the creative concept of the ride, to show you already a bit of a preview about the ride. And to start with, many of you may already know that there was an old existing Darkride which was actually very popular and is now being replaced with something that I think will grow to become even more of a fan favorite. We are helping to bring the designs that Plopsa makes, which you will see in a bit, to life. And for us that means, how can we make sure that the world of Smurf, which is a cartoon world, the comic world, actually comes to life in real life. And we have some challenges there I also want to talk to you about. First of all, the existing ride was 160 meters long, over 5 minutes of Darkride experience. And before you think like, oh, they changed some figures in the ride, we were there a couple of months ago, and the entire hall was completely empty. Everything was out except the trucks. The only thing that we were actually reusing. Everything will be built from the ground up again over 2 floors of this enormous building. So here you can see a bit of a layout, you can see a preview of what's happening. It doesn't look like much yet, but soon over time, more and more will be added to the experience. The ride starts and you can slowly go up to the second floor, have different scenes over there, and at the end come back down again. So what we're doing is we're taking the design that Plopsa made and taking a look at all the details to see how can we do this in reality. How can we mix, for example, the very cartoony nature of the Smurfs with, for example, we have a lot of forest scenes because obviously that's where the Smurfs live. I'm going to use a lot of foliage in there to bring that to life, which is also way more realistic, and we try to make sure that every tree, every rock balances in between the cartoony and comicness of the Smurfs and the more realistic look and feel, all the photos that you're going to have in there to make sure everything fits together. We will be building in our over 3,000 square meter workshop all the trees. Right now we're making the samples for what everything is going to look like. And hopefully Plopsa will be as enthusiastic about it as we are. And the other part of the challenge for us is when the light becomes reality, it's filled with sound, it's filled with light, it's filled with special effects, and we need to make sure everything is hidden away so that guests will never see all those details which are vital to the experience of the ride and are all hidden away in our landscape, in our trees, in the architecture that we're going to have in there. I think there's many times I show you a bit of the ride itself. These are the animated trailers that Plopsa made. So please watch. Perfect. So that's all that you're going to get for now. First of all, I want to share a little bit about one of our partners, Painting With Light. We are working together now very hard on the lighting of all the scenes. So here we have a bit of a preview of actually the first scene of the Darkride, where we are in Gargamel's lair, where he's hatching his scheme. I'll tell you a little bit about the storyline as well. The challenge here is, of course, to make sure that all those lights are integrated into the entire decor. So you see the effect, but you don't see the actual light fixtures. And I want to give you a brief heads up of what you just saw in the ride without spoiling the entire adventure. Gargamel, the very well-known villain of all the Smurf stories, is hatching a new scheme to finally get at the Smurfs. He's bringing these plants to life in his laboratory. You see some Smurfs already running behind the windows if you pay close attention, who are already up to what he's planning. And then later on we see these plants in a dark forest as a sort of tension is building, the adventure is progressing. And then finally we get to see the Smurf themselves as well, and ending up in the house of Papa Smurf, where he came up with sort of magical concoction, which hopefully helps to defeat this menace. Whether or not it succeeds, you have to find out when the ride opens, and you're all there. You see? Yeah. So we're gonna end up with live animations, which bring to life all these, I guess there are 42 characters, more or less, that we're going to have in the ride. Because in the end, we can have the most amazing decor, we can have the nicest ride, but I think everyone agrees that the Smurfs Darkride is nothing without the actual Smurfs living in there. So, Jake, would you please?
Thank you. Thank you all for coming. I'm Jora Vision with I4Missions Studios, based out of Ohio in the United States. I first want to say that we at at LF are super excited and very honored to be selected to bring these amazing characters to life for Plopsa and for Holiday Park. I also want to mention real quick, this is pretty cool for us too because it extends a 20-year relationship that we've built with the folks at Jora Vision in integrating our animatronic characters into the amazing show sets that they've designed and developed for so many different years. So we continue to look forward to building up that relationship and making the Smurfs Darkride something super special. We've heard 42 a number of times. We've all kind of been debating how many Smurfs there are in this Darkride. There are 42 Smurfs. We're also building out 3 Gargamels, multiple Ezreals, and I couldn't even begin to count the number of plants, the number of people on plants, going very, very small and very, very big. So that's super exciting. And speaking of small, this is going to be a super fun project for us, and we can't wait till everybody sees it. But a project like this also comes with its challenges from a pure animatronic standpoint. You can see Papa's Smurf over there. Every Smurf is about 6 to 7 meters tall, and every Smurf has some degree of movement, whether it's 1 or 2 moves or upwards of 4 or 5. And if you can imagine trying to pack all of those mechanics inside such a small figure, it can be very, very challenging. So it's a lot of fun, but challenging as well. The product plants are also a unique challenge because they're foliage. They've got very skinny stems, so designing the mechanisms that go into those stems to really bring that true-to-life experiences is wrought with this challenge that we're very much excited to take on. On a personal note, I know Smurfs were born in Belgium. They're equally loved in the United States. I was a 53-year-old growing up. It was every day I'd come home from school, I'd turn on the TV, and I'd sit down and I'd watch the Smurfs. And, I remember every day we were able to relate to a different Smurf character, whether it was grumpy one day or happy the next day. Whatever it was, that emotion was always portrayed. It's near and dear to my heart. We are proud to be the team that's bringing these characters to life and really making this very successful take into this immersive magical environment, something that will always be remembered and hopefully cherished for many years. So thank you for being part of the project, and thank you all for coming. John, I think
I will keep it short. Thank you very much for your insights and lovely words. Again, thank you very much, Plopsa Group, for giving this opportunity. I'm sure Holiday Park will share more information as the ride is progressing in the production phase. I always like this project also very much because I can remember that 20 years ago we had a small campaign with Jora Vision and it was called Pin My Ride. And you know the famous TV program, and we really promoted to have more theming on existing amusement park rides or retheme existing rides. And I just want to say it's also a very sustainable project which we are doing because the lifespan of this ride will now, I think, be another 50 to 100 years because we're going to make a great ride out of it. Thank you everybody, and we are going to take some pictures at Papa Smurf, and if you want we will show the movie again so you can see a little bit more, maybe the people in the back to also see the movie. Thanks again, and have a great show.
Ha ha ha.